one else? Sure.
And I don't know the status on the water project that they started a while back. Is that? And the only reason I'm asking,
water project?
I have a friend, water line that they ran through the whole county. But I have a friend that stays out in the Salters Lanes area. And the last time we addressed it to the previous county administration, the previous supervisor, it wasn't completed at the time. I don't know where he lived, but it's Marion Baptist Church Road, if I'm not mistaken. And I was wondering, I think I read somewhere where there was a lack of funding to complete the job.
Okay. Okay. Public comments. State your needs. Just name and the part of the county that you reside in.
My name is John Colbert. I live in Williamsburg County. I have three concerns. The first one is the educational system. And the second one is the drainage, the ditches. We have mosquitoes all year round because the water don't run off. And the third one is the condition of the roads. They're terrible. They're my three main concerns, starting with education first.
Okay. Anyone else? Y'all live in Williamsburg County?
I'm with a department of Williamsburg County.
Do you live in Williamsburg
I
County?
do.
You're not at work.
I'm not at work.
Just your name and where you live. It's not going to penalize you.
Oh, I know. I was just thinking this was going to be totally different. But anyway, Jackie Graham, and I live in Lane. And it's very low in Lane. And so, of course, we have the drainage when it rains, water standing and stuff like everyone else is talking about. But that creates septic tank problems. And part of Lane has sewage, but my part does not. So, I mean, I pay my taxes just like everybody else does. So, just curious as to when that will be addressed.
What part of, what section of the town do you live in? What street is that?
East 8th Street.
East 8th Street. Okay.
You're talking infrastructure, right?
This is, we are doing infrastructure.
Another concern, 521 and 527. 521 goes to Andrews. And that, in my opinion, that's one of the most dangerous highways because we got so much traffic on it, and there's no room for error. Is there any plans to widen that road the same like how they did in Charleston a few years back, like they did 52? And also the same with in 521, I know you can carry it through Breezyville all the way to Manning, and catch it off of Manning. But that entire road, and then we have so much traffic, especially the trucks and everything. And they beat the roads up. Those heavy, we got a lot of truck traffic going through all these smaller roads now. And I would like to see that particular highway widened if anything, because it is an evacuation route also. And the road also but the road 527 is something that's needs work. I mean, this is like everything else. It just need repaving. And I don't know why they want to patch everything when the patchwork, once we get a bad storm, the trucks run over, the patchwork pops right out the ground. So they create craters and stuff. And I know a lot of people, and what you end up doing is you're not only paying your taxes, but you end up having to fix your climate on your car and tires on top of all that. So that, I would like to see 521 and no other road be widened out, if they can do that.
Any other public comments? Yes, sir.
Back to the education system. We have children graduating from school year, I've seen mosquitoes all year round. You look in the ditches and there's nothing there but water. They used to drain off, they don't even drain off anymore.
One of the reasons we talked about the drink, my mom, like I said, she was very adamant about the canal, their house, but they gave her the excuse that the beavers, I said, the beavers don't pay taxes in the county. And it's becoming an issue because, like I say, the flooding is just like, if nothing happens. And like I say, I've been home 12 years from the military, and at least give me a plan. If nothing else, just give me a plan on where are we going to be 2 or 3 years from now. That's all I'm asking. And if we talk about the same problem 5 years from now, then I don't see my tax money working for me. So, appreciate you.
Okay. Floor still open?
My next question is, what is your idea on how we resolve these problems?
I'm here just to hear your needs.
Not to address them.
Hear your needs.
Are you from the Parks and Rec?
I'm from alcohol and drug abuse.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
You have a need there?
Let's Dr. Wright.
I think I'm not sure if they mentioned this, I came in late, about our housing needs. Because of the recent storms that we faced, and the short, I don't know, the proper word is probably some of the problems that we faced is that FEMA came in and they gave percentage of money to help with damaged homes, and then we had other organizations that came in with percentages, able to fund certain percentages of homes, but we still have a lot of homes in Williamsburg County that are severely dilapidated, and we have people living in substandard conditions that their homes are not safe and sanitary for them to live in. So my concern is, how can we, as a group, county / state agency, assist with the other pieces that the people need to recover from the various disasters? What kind of funding can we pursue as a team to help with those unmet needs?
Any other needs?
I can go down on a list, but I guess I can discuss that at a later date. I think it's a little bit too many needs for this forum, but yeah.
Wow. Take my basket. And this is the Williamsburg County Needs Assessment from 2018 September. And this was based on public comments. And as stated earlier, you will see that we prioritize the needs. In 2018, Williamsburg County priority needs included, and we ranked them. Number 1 was expansion of the water services, expansion of sewer services, downtown and neighborhood revitalization, including the removal of dilapidated and obsolete structures, drainage infrastructure improvements, a new and permanent hospital, new fire truck and fire suppression equipment, and widening of Highway 521. Based on public comments from tonight, I believe your priorities are still the same. From 1 through 7. Currently, the only CDBG funding that Williamsburg County has open now, a block grant, is for the Bethesda Water Project, and also the demolition of the Old Kelly Hospital in partnership with Williamsburg County Vital Aid. Williamsburg County did not submit an application request in this infrastructure round for any type of water, sewer, or drainage projects. I'm not saying that they don't have projects, but they just did not submit an application at this time. Community enrichment, that will be open in August, an application request, and the application is due September 15th. We take this needs assessment and we apply for government funding on behalf of Williamsburg County, such as the water project, Williamsburg County vital aging project. When Williamsburg County sees this needs assessment, they go out and they seek funding for it. And part of the funding is Community Development Block Grant, which is a federally funded program. And the infrastructure round, the maximum they receive is $750,000 for infrastructure with a waiver of $1 million. Also, they have a round for ready-to-go projects with the maximum amount they may apply for is $500,000. In the community enrichment, wherein there's the libraries, the fire trucks, streetscape projects, demolition projects. If you have a block of houses that it has to be a confined area, if you want to condemn some houses and tear it down, there's funding for enrichment for that. The maximum of that is $500,000. The caveat to it is that all those funds are competitive. So all local localities in the state of South Carolina submit applications, and that's how they get funded. So it's not like Williamsburg County is not trying, but there's just a limited of how we can structure the projects and making it happen. Does that answer your question? Yeah.
The only reason I say that, I see it right here. I was on the South Carolina Department of Transportation website the last 2 days, and I see every Georgetown County, Florence County, Sumter, and Clarendon, all got projects going on, these major projects on these highways. And I'm wondering, where is Williamsburg County in that? Now, like I said, I stay in Williamsburg County. I can't talk for all the rest of the highways, but I would think that somewhere in Williamsburg County, we should have a major project going on. Being that we are in the center of all these, Georgetown, Charleston, Myrtle Beach, Columbia, we're in the center of all of that, and we don't have anything going on that project list.
Well, I'm not the one to answer.
Oh, okay.
I'm not the one. However, if Williamsburg County come to Waccamaw Regional Council of Government and say that they have a viable project, we will apply for funding for them to assist in addressing those issues within, or the needs within Williamsburg County. You're at the wrong.
All right, I got you.
Williamsburg County Council. County Council. Yeah, County Council. I don't know when they were scheduled, but
Okay.
yeah,
That'll work.
they should be able to.
First Monday, third Tuesday of every month.
There you go.
Say again?
First Monday and every third Tuesday of every month, unless it's been canceled, or you may watch us live on Facebook, and you may answer questions or ask questions and things like that as well.
Where you go?
We meet right here in this building, 6
In this
p.m.
room.
First Monday, third Tuesday.
My name is Jeff Singleton, and not to be negative, Mr. Fulton, but a lot of the reasons that things don't happen too much because of attendance like this.
I understand, but
That's how I close out.
Yeah. Sorry.
Thank you.
See
I'm
the
gonna say it
thumb-
now.
Yeah.
I understand that.
Yeah.
My issue,
I mean-
my issue with that is lack of attendance don't stop us from paying taxes either.
It doesn't.
And that's my thing. You know, it's not. I know we gotta do better here. But at the same time, I tell people, we are living in the type of low income area we're living in. A lot of things just people don't feel as important, other than people who paying taxes. Because we want to see our tax money at work. Now, some people who don't pay as much taxes or any taxes at all, they're not going to find that the roads and things we use to travel on or where we living at as important when we got low income, things like that. And I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying, sir. I agree. We need to do better as a whole to come to represent where we lead and things like that. Because we don't.
Because there's strength in numbers.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Totally agree with that.
And some taxpayers, they settle,
Exactly.
as opposed to being concerned citizens like you and others. NIU as well.
Well, since he opened the door, I'm gonna close if there are no other public comments, I will close the floor. And, rank, I believe that just hearing and briefly reading over this again, that your priorities are still pretty much the same here in Williamsburg County. Williamsburg County will not come to and apply for funding if the citizens don't state their need, such as the Bethesda Water Project. What's another project we done? We just closed out. They just got water. Those citizens, Midway Water Project. They came out in numbers. They stated their need. Williamsburg County put together what we asked for to submit, and the project was funded. So they just can't say, oh, we need this and we need that, them as a whole, because we have to show, because this funding is only for low to moderate income taxpayers, which are citizens. But if they don't come out and voice their needs, how am I going to know that you need a pair of shoes if you're not telling me your shoes is worn out? Because I'm going to assume that everything is okay. It only takes an hour and 15 minutes to come out. And that's where it starts. And then we can submit applications on behalf of Williamsburg County. And it doesn't happen overnight. It is a process. Because, it's a process. So, like in today's society, with cell phone and social media, there should be water and sewer all over the state of South Carolina.
Right.
But we get on the cell phone faster than we come and state our needs at a meeting. You may not agree, but it's just the truth. So, but you know when the county council meeting is scheduled?
Yes, I hear.
And that's where it starts.
I'll be there.
And she's here tonight. She heard some of your needs, and she's going to go back to her office, and she can't address them, not by herself. Okay, so you have to be that.
I'm cool with that.
You have to be that person to go out. And Lane, you missed your needs assessment.
Oh, really? Did I?
Yeah, it's Tuesday.
Oh,
Yes, and we are working on. You live near Barnum, Seaboard.
I'm right off of Seaboard Road.
They're working to the sewer there, but it's funding, because sewer is not cheap. Not cheap, not at all. It's like $1 million.
Yeah, I'm sure, and a couple of the residents, neighbors, they don't want it, their septic tank, they're on higher ground than I am, and it just gurgles every time it rains so much.
But again, competitive funding, and they have to leverage other funding resources to make the project work. So, and due through years and years of going back to the same pot of money, it dwindles, but due to legislation, we have to work with what we have. And they're doing the best that they can to get sewer in the remainder of the town. And Williamsburg County is working as hard as they can to get sewer and enrichment projects, which is August, for the fire truck.
They don't need no more of those. They're gonna
Substation.
take that off the list.
Library,
The library is good.
streetscape, sidewalks, street lights, things of that nature. And if you have a doable project, it has to be in a confined area. If you want to do dilapidated housing, tear down and condemn. It can't be scattered because it's a block. They do block grants. So if you can identify an area, we can take that up under consideration. And the maximum is $500,000 for enrichment projects. And you can piggyback off the hospital, which they're demolition, the old county hospital.
So is this just their match money that the county has to come
The
up
county
with?
has to match 10%.
10%?
Which is why we can't get a whole lot of projects started, because we got, it costs us as well. So we can't have a bunch, and I think what our max is 3 projects at a time.
Yeah.
So we can only get 3 projects done. So if a water and a water project and a demolition project comes in higher than what we
put any entity in the red because part of the requirement, the entity or locality, they have to spend their monies first. So if they got 10 projects open and they got $2 million, they just a reality, unless the county has hidden money somewhere and nobody knows. Somebody did the $1 billion ticket winner lives here.
I wish.
So, well, there you go. So, but I thank you all for coming out. Again, please take a copy of the needs assessment. The county will not be submitting an application this funding round, which the application is due April 15th. However, if you have an enrichment project, you are gladly and more freely welcome to apply by August 15th, the request, and the application will be due on the 15th of September. Thank you all.